Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to speak a little bit about the Libra new moon. This is also going to be a solar eclipse, and I'm not an astrologer, so I'm not going to talk about that. What I am going to talk about is the energies that are at play right now. This point is a very important point where a lot of people are actually going to be choosing their karma for the next cycle. And the way we choose our karma right now is by what we stand for, what we stand with, what we want to support. It's almost as if we choose our karma right now by what we give our vote to. And so it can be quite beneficial to kind of reflect a little bit deeper on what it is that you support. A lot of the times we may just support things just because we belong to that crowd or we're a part of a specific group, a specific mass. That is really not the best choice right now if you are wanting to exit duality and kind of move into the new world and the rainbow consciousness. Then I would definitely recommend going a bit deeper and looking at things on a more foundational level. One of the things that I've been guided to very much pay attention to is to look at people or energies that claim to be authorities. You know, energies that operate through a position of authority where they actually have a lot of power over other people's lives. My guides have been telling me to pay attention and see and notice that if these authorities do not protect the innocent, then these authorities, they will never be able to bring forth evolution. They are never going to be able to bring forth abundant change. And that is something to kind of think about, because it is the innocent, you know, the people that they are yet to become authorities. They are yet to really connect to their full potential. They are in a sense underdeveloped. They are not fully connected to the truth of who they are yet. They may still be searching for who they are. It's within this group of people that evolution starts to blossom. You know, this is the group of people. It's kind of like the zeros, the nobodies. This is the group of people that are most protected by the earth, because they will read as children. You know, they're innocent, they're children, not yet in their power. And so to remain healthy as an individual, as a nation, you know, as a piece of nature, we need that innocence. We need to protect it. And so it's almost as if we align with authorities that does not have the capacity or the will or the ability to hold themselves back enough so that they can protect the innocent, then that authority is never, it's basically not going to be able to pass into the new world as an authority. It needs to fall if it wants to enter the new world and if it wants to enter the rainbow consciousness. So that's something to think about as well on an individual level, because in duality, it's so common that we block out the voice of the innocent, because again, that's what we've been taught to do. That is what the big man teaches us to do. You know, patriarchy, duality, that old system, it teaches us that we are not worthy. No one will listen to us if we are not a big man. And so we keep kind of replaying that same program. But the way out is to start to break that down within yourself. And instead of believing in that, and instead of kind of living by that, take your freedom back and do what you want. Like, break free, speak up when you want to speak up, regardless of how many people stand by you or not. Build your courage up to the point where you're able to stand by yourself for the things that you really believe in and speak with peace. And you will see that in the beginning, there may not be a lot of people really by your side when you do that. You may feel alone, but At the same time, when you do that, you're going to start to connect with exactly the people that are going through the same thing in their own lives. And these are then people that they have chosen to ground, they've chosen to go back into the 0 point. And so when they start to grow again, they're not going to be duplicating the old matrix, the old black and white. They're not going to automatically fall into those old blueprints. They are going to hold space for the innocent, meaning that they are going to be naturally abundant, kind of like naturally healthy, protected by earth. And so that's something that my guides have really been talking to me about, to be aware of. It's kind of like this time is not about convincing others or trying to put yourself in the position of an authority where you kind of hold dominion over others and their mind. Just speak your truth for yourself, for yourselves, for your potential, your own inner child, the facets of your soul that you're wanting to awaken in this lifetime. Become the authority, the portal for those aspects to come online. And it feels like you're gonna be taken into this alternative reality almost, where you're not gonna be so bogged down by the collective and all of this war, essentially, that is erupting in the collective, this war energy, this battle energy, the two sides battling each other, where, let's be honest, a lot of the times, if you look at these two sides, you will see that neither of them are authorities. Neither of them are really protecting the innocent. They're both fallen a lot of the times. And so to be taken into that alternative reality, kind of, where you won't feel that energy so much anymore, it just means that, yes, you may be more underground. Yes, the mass, the crowds may not see you, but you will be able to connect to other people that are at the exact same point where you are. And through that connection, that's how we really build the new matrix. That's what I'm getting. That's how we really strengthen the new matrix. And so that's just kind of like what I wanted to share as an intro. And now let's pull some cards as well. I'm going to use the shaman deck today. There's also a lot of like throat chakra awakening and opening. A lot of people are really coming into their truth right now, and it's like they're finding peace. They're finding more peace, and with that, it's like they're finding more security. I feel like more and more people are just realizing that I'm here to live my life. Like, I don't care what other people think. I don't care if they look at me, if they follow me or whatever. Actually, I think for some of you, you're almost feeling like, actually, it's better if they are busy over here and they're not bothering me so much with their, debates. Because then I can do my thing, So I'm feeling that actually for a lot of you. And I'm hearing growth begins. And I'm hearing, and this time it's going to be like a true growth. It's going to be real. It's the growth that's coming from the place of like who you truly are, what you're actually wanting to manifest from like this, almost like this inner child perspective, like the reason you were born, kind of energy. That's what I'm feeling actually for a lot of you. Wind. Wow. Yeah, I was hearing the winds are changing. The winds are changing. And then the ghost dance and the curse underneath the deck. So it feels like these restrictive energies that in the past, they may have taken your courage away. They may have taken your voice away. They may have held you back, trapped you in the dark, kind of. Trapped your inner child in the dark. These energies, it's like they're being blown away. It's like they're being blown away once you understand how to orient yourself. Like once you become clear on the authority that you want to hold space for. So like I said in the beginning, the thing with making sure that the authority that we hold space for, that they actually protect the innocent. For me, that's a huge thing. For you, it may be something different. I don't know. But for me, that just feels like it's so important to me. So let's see if we can get some more cards. Underneath the deck was also the Chariot, and so I feel like we're learning to orient the it's like the alternative world, like the unmanifested world, much more now. It's like while people are busy fighting in the real world and in a sense destroying life in the real world to maintain their own positions, I feel like that's what a lot of people are kind of like being pulled towards doing. While people are busy doing that, it's almost like there's this group of people that they're really working with this alternative reality, and it's like they're building life. They're not destroying life, they're building new life. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, Four of Wands. And I also feel this energy of actually coming together with like minds. Underneath the deck was the Four of Cups, but it may happen on a not in the physical yet. Maybe it's happening on kind of like a dream level, or a because I'm feeling for some of you that you're still, it's like you're still working really, you're working with really liberating your throat chakra. I'm feeling that if you are dominantly masculine, I feel like a lot of the times it's easier for a feminine energy to accept being a zero, because it's kind of like if you are dominantly feminine, it's kind of like you're used to being stepped on more, you know what I mean? You're used to not being listened to. It's like you've lived that destiny, and so you don't necessarily fight it so much. I feel like a lot of times when I meet people that are very much in their feminine energy, they just have their alternative realities. You know, they live in their own worlds, and they're not so faced by what people think of them or say of them. They're like, it doesn't necessarily make them feel that unsafe. But for masculine energies, it tends to be a bit differently, that they are much more, it's like they've been programmed and trained to be a part of mass. If you're a nobody as a masculine energy, it's like I'm hearing you should kill yourself. That's almost the way that the old matrix was programmed. That if you're a zero as a masculine energy, it's like you were programmed to be like, people would say like, you're so worthless. And so that's why in this case, I feel like maybe the masculines they may need the support of some of these feminines, like the energetic support and the understanding on an energetic level of some of these like feminines that you know, they're starting to come more into terms with being zeros, and they're starting to realize why we have to go that path to bring in the new. And so it's like their energetic power is growing kind of, and they can kind of also support other people as well as themselves. That's what I'm feeling. So for some of you, I feel like this connection with other souls is kind of happening, not necessarily through words yet, but it's happening on a kind of like subconscious level, that there is a lot of work being done right now in the subconscious. Underground is what I'm hearing. A lot of work being done underground. Oh yeah, that is also like a dual meaning, because again, it's just like these two separate worlds right now, where there's kind of a lot of in the real world, like in the manifest world, there's a lot of work being done underground as well. But that type of work is being done to try to grasp power and kind of, it's like take ownership of the mass, you know, take ownership of the people that they're not their own authorities yet. They're looking for an external authority. And so there's a lot of people that want to be that external authority and are now kind of like scheming and connecting, you know, underground through hidden ways with other people to try to make that happen and try to kind of, you know, gain more power in the world. So there's a lot of that I'm feeling, but also in this other reality, which is people that they are creating the new. So they're not trying to grasp that old type of power to where you own people. They don't want that type of power. They want people to learn how to become their own authority. You know, they want people to be able to direct their own lives, you know. They are much more, in a sense, democratic. They don't want to be this big authority. They want everyone to have opportunities. And so these people are also doing the same, but they're doing it, I'm hearing, inside the cosmic womb. So it's almost like they're doing it protected by, it's like the feminine, you know, it's like the evolutionary force, the space where evolution is brewing, kind of. They're doing it in that space. They have been granted access to that space through their subconscious. And so it's like they are really working with, it's like Earth Mother, the feminine, and it feels like she's going to be the leader of the new world, whilst the other people that are working more in the material world, they are working with the image of the big man. And I'm hearing the god that is about to fall. So, yeah. Peace is really important at this point in time, I feel. Now the Fool is under the deck. It's what allows you to be able to see more and really expand your psychic gifts, is what I'm getting. Peace. Peace. It's so important to have that capacity to build peace within yourself. That's also what I'm feeling. I mean, if you want to be able to see like your options, the timelines that you have available to yourself. So let's see, any more guidance here? Yeah, I'm also feeling relief coming in for a lot of you. 3 of Coins. Yeah, it feels like you're going to start to create, you're going to start to manifest things now. Elemental things is what I'm feeling. Yeah, some of you are also working with the elementals. Like some of you are also working with these like nature spirits that belong to kind of like the inner earth and the lower dimensions. Actually, some of you, I'm hearing that you're fairy queens now. It's like you've moved into this energy of being a fairy queen in a sense. And what I'm getting is that the fairy queen, to become a fairy queen, to have this kind of magic to where elemental forces are kind of like helping you to manifest and helping you build synchronicity. To become like that, you cannot get angry when you're experiencing blocks, because that anger, that's the blueprint, the archetype of the poor man. You know, the man that isn't able to build his resources, isn't able to build his light. And so, like, I'm not judging this. I feel like there may be a lot of judgment around this archetype. You know, we all experience this if we're on this path. We all experience that energy of the poor man. So there's no judgment from me there, but I'm just saying it so that you can become aware of these different timelines within yourself. I'm feeling also with the 4 of Wands, it's like almost like these are timelines, these are destinies. So for instance, if you feel angry because you're not being able to move forward in the way that you thought, just remember that's the energy of the poor man. So if you don't want to live that destiny, don't feed on that anger. Just like accept it, and you can be like, hello, hello, old friend. And then just like let it burn out within you, not believing in those narratives that belong to that archetype and not really feeding on those feelings. That's what I'm getting. That is going to take you out of that energy and towards this lucky fairy queen energy. Yeah, it's a lucky fairy queen energy. I love it. Let's pull some more cards here. She's going to help you to build your space, is what I'm hearing. She's going to help you to build your place, is also what I'm hearing. Yeah, these elemental energies, they're very like, they rhyme a lot. They're very funny. They're very funny, very amusing energies. But again, they're testy. So they're gonna put traps in your way to see if they can make you angry, to see if they can make you annoyed. And it's like when you reach the place, when you reach that bubbly place of you're just laughing with them, when things are getting into your way, because you've just reached the place of, you know that it's tests, you know that it's building you, you know that it's helping you, like reaching that place of abundance is like, so I feel like for some of you, you're just becoming more and more giddy when this happens. You're like, you start giggling, and that is justice. That's when like this new world opens. That's what I'm feeling. Justice card came out, and then the Chariot again. That's when this new world opens, and you just start to see, you just start to understand things, and the anger, it's not yours anymore, because you're not a poor man anymore. You're not trapped in that destiny anymore. It's like you're gonna be aligning with the fairy queen. And I feel like this is the type of queen that it builds the new masculine archetype. And so it's something also about opening our hearts here, that is like when we're able to get out of this like curse of the poor man, it's like the heart just starts to open more and more, and I'm feeling again relief, gratitude, tears. It's like, thank you, universe. That's what I'm feeling coming in. So yeah, it's beautiful energy. So I would say, if you feel things are chaotic right now, don't give up. Build your own world, and make sure that you tune into the authority that's right for you and the life that you actually want to live. That's what I would say. So thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.